Dear students, good morning. How are you? Our lesson today is grammar. Present simple versus present progressive. Let's start our lesson with a starter. Read the text and find out mistakes in verb to be. Now, check your answers. Here are the correct answers. I am Sarah. They are twins. One of them is in the secondary school. We are going to present the present simple first, and we use the present simple for many cases. First of all, for permanent states, permanent situations, like Harry works for an international company, or I live in Qatar. Second, we use present simple for habits or actions that happen regularly. I visit my grandparents every weekend. Third, we use the present simple also for general truth. Water boils at 100 Celsius. Here are some keywords or adverbs of frequency that you can use while using present simple tense. Always, usually, often, sometimes, hardly ever, rarely, and never. Don't forget also every day, every week, every year, every whatever. How can you form it? For I and for the plural subject like they, we, you, or more than one person, just add the main verb without any addition. They play football. I go to the cinema. What about the singular subject? He or she, or only one person, or one thing. Just add in the end of the verb the letter S. He lives in London. She plays football. Test yourselves here. My brother, only one person. Will it take S or without? Yes, dear, just add S to the verb. My brother eats hamburger every day. Shall we add S or not? Of course not, because the subject here is plural. We drink coffee at a luxurious cafe. So what about the present progressive? We use present progressive for temporary situations. I'm staying with my brother's family this week. And we also use the present progressive for an action happening at the moment of speaking. Alice is talking on the phone right now. 3. We use the present progressive for situations which are changing or developing around the present time. Air pollution is increasing in our city. So there is a change here after a while. Fourth, we use the present progressive also for future arrangements. Helen and I are going shopping tomorrow. How can we form it? You say the subject, I, or he or she or it or they or we or you as pronouns, or any subject plus am or is or are according to the subject. If you say I, it will be I am. They, we, you, or any plural subject, they take are. He or she or it or any singular subject, they take is. Plus the main verb plus ing. So the form again, am, or, is, or are, according to the subject, plus the main verb, then add ing. If the verb ends with e, like the verb write, remove e, just add ing without the letter e. Here are some keywords you want to use them now, right now, at the moment, today, these days, this week or this year, tonight, tomorrow, next week or next year, etc. Look at these examples. I am leaving work. I'll be home in an hour. Please be quiet. The children are sleeping now. Michael is at university. He is studying history. These times. I am working in London for the next 2 weeks. It's your turn, dear. These days, most of people are using. Don't forget to remove E before adding ing. What sort of clothes? It's a question, by the way, so you are going to start with a helping verb, or is or are. What sort of clothes are they wearing nowadays? And this part is about stative verbs. What are stative verbs? Stative verbs are the following verbs are usually not used in progressive tenses. Like what? The verbs of the senses: see, feel, hear, smell, taste, seem, look, which has the same meaning of seem, notice, appear, etc. If you want to express that you are hearing, no, I'm not hearing, I can hear or I hear. Verbs of emotions. Do you say I'm liking chocolate or I like? I like. Like, dislike, love, hate, want, need, prefer, mind, etc. Also, verbs of perception and opinion. Know, you express your opinion. I know, I mean, I think, I believe, I understand, I agree. So these verbs, you can see them as present progressive. Other verbs like verb to be, verb to have, which has the same meanings with the possess, own, belong, coast. But remember that the verbs see, hear, smell, taste, and feel are commonly used with can to indicate an action happening now. I can hear a strange noise coming from the kitchen now. Certain stative verbs can be used in progressive tenses when they express actions rather than states, like the verb think, when it means consider. I'm thinking of buying a car. And the verb have, when it means drink or eat or taste. Greg is having lunch at the cafeteria right now. Now, complete with the present simple or the present progressive of the verbs in brackets. You can pause the video, answer, then come back to me to check your answers. Have you finished, dear? Let's check. Rashid never. It's present simple or present continuous. Never. Excellent. Present simple. Rashid is only one singular subject. Rashid never goes. But with the verb go, which ends with O, you will add es. Great. He always, the same, dear. Yes, excellent. He always does his homework. At the moment is a key of the present progressive. Yes, excellent. At the moment, he is studying for a math test. Sorry, I am not coming to the barbecue tomorrow, as a future arrangement. I am watching a match with my brother tomorrow also. Don't worry about it. We are having a barbecue next week too. Arrangements in the future. It's a question present simple. Do you and your sister get along? Well, we don't fight every day. So the negative form from present simple, don't for the plural, doesn't with the singular. We don't fight every day, but we sometimes argue about different things. Here is the key word, sometimes. We, next week, huh? We are moving house next week, and my sister and I, huh? What? Are arguing about the bedrooms. We both want the big one. Want is a stative verb. Great. Here are the key answers. Let's move to the last part in our session, speaking. Do you always get along with your brothers? Do you always get along with your sisters, cousins, or friends? Which two qualities do you consider most important in a brother, sister, cousin, or a friend? Express your answers with these expressions. We usually get along fine, but we sometimes argue about blah 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 and mention the topic here. I believe that two most important qualities are, and mention the qualities. Okay? Now it's a time to say to you goodbye, dear, and thank you and see you. But first, here are 3 sentences as a closure. These days, most people are using. My brother every day eats. We drink a coffee at a luxurious cafe. Thank you, dears, and see you next lesson.